Oh, odofo arewosem kese pa na chese abeto Ghana fo nan so a meso meje ni nyina brew e wo Ghana todofo asem a miankasem abekan arewosem kese pa miankasa kra no meni kra tete odofo meni kra tete arewosem kese pa na to Ghana fo nyina wo eye Nalerigu SHS students pa na chese amanfo abwenro mu school honomo a omweshutu eye 2 students isi amena okasa no students baako mienu ewu ye shutu omo a omewu ewo Nalerigu SHS students mienu ena omahwere omo nkwa isi amena okasa dofo mema mekasa nya tintin kra mo manko na yenko tinsema esiye ewo Nalerigu eye SHS ni emra tisia.
We begin the program from a rather shocking incident where 2 students of Nalerigu Senior High School have been shot and killed by unidentified gunmen who stormed the school's premises in the early hours of Saturday, July 26, 2025. The incident has created fear and panic among students and teachers of the school and the town of Nalerigu. The brutal attack has sent shockwaves through the community and raised urgent concerns about student safety and regional security. The headmaster of the school, Mr. Mahama, confirmed the tragic development in an interview with 3 News on Sunday, stating that the shooting occurred on campus, and I quote, "Yes, the students were indeed killed," quote close. And the victims' identities have not yet been disclosed as authorities work to notify their families. The bodies have been taken into police custody for forensic teams, combing through the issue to know exactly what happened at the crime scene. Richard Kumado is a fraud prevention expert and security consultant who is joining us for clarity on this incident. Thank you so much for your time. From a security perspective, how concerning is it that gunmen were able to access the school premises and open fire undetected?
It's a known knowledge that gun violence is a threat to public peace and it poses danger to communities such as secondary schools. What is also worrying is the nature and the rate at which our schools have become a ground for gun violence. This particular one has come to me as a shock, particularly when we have raised public awareness and we create education across the country at many of the places we are hearing this gun violence from. I think what we needed to do is the school authorities would need to start strategizing how security and safety conditions at the various secondary schools across the Ghana will be integrated into whatever programs they have for the year, so that some of these activities can be realized and identified and curtailed before it creates major havoc for it.
Other 4 way the chese arewosem kese pa na to Ghana fo we the one kasa die utie ni nyina ehun nsema ekoso yesi enkonfo na agbenwura eye Nalerigu SHS pa ena chese enkofo agbenwura honomo a omudi etuo na omofahe omo use main gate omo use back door and omo jampe wall no ayin no omo faye a omo tumi di etuo etumi ewura school ni mu a omo akwakoba yevan say students too dimayaw dimekum students baako mienu ena chese yabo omo tuo pay ekum mienu yaya ewo Nalerigu SHS a menso mede ni nyina abro odofo ayin no mo faaye omo use main gate omo use back door omo jampe wall ana se omo anyebia omo so mo siesi omo ju say student na bi omo sheda ko pempam student fu no omo ntare ni bia no omo so mo diru main gate ni eno mo du ho no mo yitu no mo kum student mienu. Are they on a mission? Were they on a mission? Obi na small mo and I said therefore anu ye bia fe hook in your comment section na making kan nyina modofo when they are wosem kese atu eye Nalerigu SHS 4 student mienu ahwe omo kwa ya chese abe de ja Ghana so bia kan wa asema me so bi ni nyina brew Ghana to for man ko na yanko chansem so magisia.
Does this incident suggest a broader security gap in educational institutions?
Definitely yes, because our secondary schools have become very serene. They don't usually record such violences. There could be school students misbehavior and mistrust within the learning and teaching environment, but not to the extent that gunmen can walk in freely and take on any student at will. As it is now, among the many discussions they will hold with the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service, they will need to inculcate security and public safety so that the police, who are the first respondents, can have some level of public awareness and safety guidelines for the schools and what they should do, what they shouldn't do. Other than that, it's getting out of hand, and this gun violence in our schools has become a major bother to particularly the Small Arms Commission, who are working so hard to ensure that our public safety spaces are becoming free of gun violence.
What immediate steps should school authorities and local security agencies take to protect?
Now, one, they will need, whether the schools write to them or not, the Ghana Police Service in particular would need to engage the headmasters of our public schools, particularly the JSS and the SS, and make sure that we are doing things right and making sure those environments are becoming the hostile places for people with gun violence. To the extent that the laxity at the gate within the dormitories has become things they have not noticed over the years, they will need to look at it again. And this also will lead us to a broader education on how our dormitories have been constructed and how our secondary schools have been constructed, and whether security and safety has been part of the major decisions that lead to the way they have been constructed. Having said that, it's a broader discussion that national security and the president himself and almost everybody must get involved in order to make the right decisions and the resources available to ensure and to secure our secondary schools.
Thank you so much for your time. Richard Commodore is a fraud prevention expert and a security consultant. Really unfortunate incident in the northern part of the country, Nalerigu, where it is reported that 2 people have been shot, students actually. And this is a story that we are definitely going to keep an eye on and bring you the details subsequently.
Out of 4, when they breaking news, I bet to you, I'm so beginning in a bro. And we're gonna to the former teen seminar course. And then I may be say, just say, and confuno mukun, 2 students, no, omo fahin, omo use main door, omo use back door, omo jampe wall, no, and I say impo, omo pum pam, suku fontari bia, no more the fresh students, no, he's almost a normal student. And I'm borrow school no more yes, in your ransom, eco students, me no another 4. So was answer when you know ye are finding in a book in your comment section hall. Na main king kind in from Mount Ghana to the 4. Aha, and I made a rosem cassia, a cosu, Nalerigu SHS, students for me, you come ya, Northern Region, John Domani Mahama, or Nankasani Dim, and I just yakum for me, a student for me, Ayara was sema I'm beginning in a bro Ghana to the form room to say mobile like no subscribe no share my notification bell so my send a bear I bring ya be a drop content say ya wo when an tempan wash no for her and I'm in 7 year BC Ghanatube Makramunina Medamuninas.